5, 10, 15, 20 years down and defeated. Never really had a lot of motivation, energy, happiness, and just struggling through life. Got married, had kids, anger issues, frustration, irritability, lack of patience, and fatigue. These are things that I hear all too often. So, what's one of the drivers for this? Depression. What causes the depression? For some of the individuals, it's past emotional trauma, PTSD. Others, it's physical trauma that resulted in concussions. Others, it's changes that happen in their body as they go through pregnancy and deliver the baby. Their immune system shifts and it doesn't shift back the right way. But in all of these situations, there's one thing that has shown tremendous benefits in my experience: ketamine. You may or may not have heard what ketamine is, but what does it do? Ketamine, both what I see clinically as well as what shows in the research, is that it improves depression and PTSD. It does that by normalizing brain connectivity networks. So there are certain patterns of connections within the brain that you see with depression and PTSD. Ketamine actually helps to normalize that. Ketamine supports positive plasticity. Now, plasticity may be a new word to you. What that means, it is the brain's ability to learn, brain learning. And it's very important that we say positive plasticity because anything that can be learned can be either a positive or a negative thing. And so we want to make sure we facilitate positivity within those connections. And the last thing is it changes the excitatory and inhibitory balance within those networks and within the brain. Ketamine actually shows some neuroprotective benefits, which is phenomenal. So, what is the backstory on ketamine? Ketamine is something where I see fantastic results with a patient, but then there are others who are so afraid to try it. Ketamine historically has been used in anesthesia. It's also been used as a post operative pain medication for those who cannot handle morphine, Dilaudid, and other narcotics. One of the things they actually found out when using it was, wow, these individuals who are getting it, their mood is better. And then as they've done more research and utilizing it, ketamine has a very profound antidepressant and PTSD benefit. Now, one of the concerns of my patients is that, well, it's going to change who I am. Well, that depends on if you're happy with who you are at the moment. Typically, if you are looking for something for depression and PTSD, you are not happy with who you are at the moment. Ketamine allows you to get out of that state and to become a better you. It doesn't take away your positives. It actually allows you to live more freely, to live more clear, and to be there. I have patients who tell me all the time, my kids told me I'm not as angry. I have more patience. My spouse was shocked that I didn't react negatively because I normally do. I'm sleeping better. I can go to family outings, and even though they still drive me nuts, I don't get the same level of anxiety and it doesn't impact me as much. And there's actually more joy than I've had in the past. These are some of the many things I hear from patients when they get ketamine. Ketamine does have some psychedelic effects, but because it is a quicker medication, these effects are very short lived. It's not like, psilocybin or LSD or anything else. Those are in your system way longer. This is short, and we use it as a way to facilitate. So, ketamine, once again, fantastic in my experience for depression and PTSD for the right patient. There's a way to screen to make sure you are right for this because it's not for everyone. But for those who open up and are willing to do it and really want to improve, the results have been nothing short of life changing for the overwhelming majority of the patients we see in our office.